Friends, it's another beautiful day here at the Family Enrichment Hub with me, Stella Obokelo, your regular host. And I have the honor to welcome you to a new series that I'm going to be starting today, and that is What Makes Marriage Thrive. We're going to be sharing weekly videos, and we'll just be delving into the issues that will help us to make our marriages to prosper and to thrive. And so, friends, today I'm going to be starting us out on the first one, and that is the unique value you bring into your family. I was recently listening into Michelle Obama motivations, and she made a very powerful remark. Michelle Obama said, "Don't enter a relationship where you're expecting the other person to validate you and give you your happiness, because your validation and happiness, it comes from within." And Father Maya Angelou tells us that know what you are worth, know your value and what you bring into your relationship. Friends, this is just to underscore the importance of knowing your value, knowing who you are as a person, because when you know your worth, when you know your value, when you know your strength, you will be able to radiate this into your family, into your relationship, into your marriage. And so, friends, I'm going to be sharing a few things that have helped us here as a household in order to help us identify our unique value. And that has helped us to make our marriage to thrive. And I believe you'll be able to pick a leaf or two and also just do a review of your own marriage to understand the value that you bring as an individual into your marriage. And the first one, friends, is sincerity. Friends, for me here, sincerity is a non-negotiable. I don't negotiate on it. Sincerity is the bedrock of my life. Sincerity is the foundation upon which I live my life. And so, even when it comes to our relationships and our marriages, nobody wants a spouse who does not trade sincerely. Nobody wants a partner who speaks half-truths. Everybody wants to deal with a partner who is going to add them value in the area of speaking the truth in and out of season. And so, friends, truth is one way that you bring value and cause your marriage to thrive and prosper. And then another one is the sense of accountability. Friends, I want to share an experience here. A few times that my husband travels, he goes on work-related trips, he usually leaves me some money, which is supposed to help us to run the household and to do other activities outside home. And usually when he returns, I never hear him ask me for accountability, for a breakdown on what I did with the money. But wisdom and prudence usually tells me that it's only a proper thing for me to give accountability, even when he's not going to ask for it. And so for me, accountability is another aspect that I use in order to show that I am a dependable partner, I am a dependable spouse, and I can be counted on when given money in order to appropriate it right and to be able to put it into the proper use for which I have been entrusted those resources. And friends, another area that we can consider is the aspect of food in our families. Friends, again, when we had just gotten married here, I used to love my food with a lot of pepper, a lot of chili. I loved spicy food. And unfortunately for my husband, he wasn't a spicy food person. He loved his food plain and normal and just tasty without a lot of those spices. And so I had to learn to adjust in order to honor my husband through food. I do not insist on having my way where food is concerned, because what does it help me in order to make myself happy with my spicy and hot pepper foods when my husband is not comfortable with that kind of thing? And so I have to make those adjustments in order to honor my husband with what will make him happy. And I'll give us another example here. In our house, we love chapati so much. And usually every weekend, it is a chapati feast in our house here. And so we go out of our way to ensure we do those chapatis every weekend. And so, friends, for us, That is how I am able to bring value and honor unto my husband, because I know that he loves these chapatis. And I must say with all humility that our chapatis in this place, they are the tastiest around. I've not eaten a better chapati than the ones that we make in our house. And also I've not eaten anything which is better than the daddies that we make in our house here. I've not tasted a better mandazi than the one that we make in our house here. I've not tasted better ginats than the ones that we roast in our house here. And so, friends, those are different ways that we use here in order to honor one another with regard to food. And that helps you to add more value into your relationship and into your marriage. Another aspect that we could consider is the area of enterprise, especially for those of us who are the stay-home parent. You're not working. You need to support your spouse in the area of enterprise. Bring in the beautiful ideas. Bring in lovely initiatives that are going to help your family to move it forward. Initiatives that will help you in order to improve the well-being of your family. Friends, I personally had to be absolutely and 100% dependent on another person to support me financially. And so for me, from that place, it pushes me to step out. It pushes me to think beyond the box, to think beyond what my husband is doing for us at home. I need to be adding value in different aspects. And so for me, that is one way that I use in order to increase my value as a partner within this relationship and to help my marriage and my relationship to thrive. And friends, another thing that we need to consider is how many of us that our spouses are comfortable to solicit advice from us when they are going through a certain difficulty, they are struggling with an issue at work, they are in their low moment. How many of us can offer a supportive shoulder to lean on to help our spouse, to give them relevant counsel, to give them advice that will help them to come out of a difficult situation? Friends, this is another aspect that we can use in order to add value to our relationship and to our spouses. You will be proud when your spouse considers you as the first person that they run to when there is a challenge, because they know they can count on your sound wisdom and sound advice to help them out of a difficult situation. Another thing, friends, for those of us who have children, it is important for us to train our children in the correct way. We need to teach our children house chores. We need to teach our children life skills. We need to teach our children a powerful work ethic that is going to help them to be people of value within the community. Friends, like the Bible tells us, train up a child in the way that they need to go, and when they are older, they will not depart from it. Let's not be caught sleeping on job where our children are concerned. Let's not raise children whom the community will brand. These days I hear the term broiler children. Do not raise children who are broilers. Raise children who are going to be children of impact, who are going to be people that add value within your family and to the societies where they are going to be interacting. When you train your children aright, remember, you will be the one who will be smiling. You will be the first beneficiary of the fruit of the work that you did in the lives of your children. Another area, friends, that we need to consider is we need to have a heart. And I encourage especially the ladies, let's have a heart for people. Let's care for the needs of our relatives, the needs of people around our communities that are less privileged than we are. Usually our spouses will use those opportunities just to weigh and see what is in your heart. Do you have a heart that cares for people? Do you have a heart that cares for the needs of others? Are you concerned? Does it bother you that somebody around you is in need? Our spouses are watching us. They need to know, do we care for people? Because the way we care for others is the way we shall also be measured. Because when you reach out to the need of another person, your spouse is comfortable in you. They know that indeed you have a heart that cares for the needs of another person. Friends, another thing we need to consider especially for us, the ladies, is the neatness, the tidiness, and the hygiene around our homes. Friends, for many men, they may not tell you much, but they will be watching and observing to see how you pay attention to the cleanliness around the home. Friends, it is important for us to be orderly, to be neat. Pay attention to the cleanliness around your washrooms, around your kitchens, around your bathrooms. And I want to share a quick story here. Many years ago, while I was still in active employment in the bank, we had a colleague who used to love eating out, and he enjoyed food in that particular restaurant only. So one day when he went to eat in that place, he decided out of curiosity just to take a walk in the back end in the kitchen area of the restaurant. And what he saw there was extremely heartbreaking. He came back and told us he will never go back to eat in that place again. Why? Because untidiness, filth, and dirtiness is a total put off to anybody. And so bringing it to our families, friends, no spouse wants to live with somebody who is filthy. Nobody will be comfortable. They will not measure sense in you because you are an untidy person. And so let's pay attention in the area of neatness within our homes. Another aspect that we need to consider, friends, is be a prayer warrior for your family. Be a prayer partner for your spouse. Be available to support your family spiritually. When your spouse knows that they can count on you in order to stand with them with issues that need prayer, with issues that need to be lifted up, it will increase your value as a spouse within your family, and it will help to cause your marriage to thrive. Because like they say, a family that prays together sticks together. And so when you take interest, when you drive prayer sessions within your family, when you drive your home in order to love and understand the importance of prayer, it increases your value as a partner and as a parent within your family. And this will help your marriage to thrive and prosper. Friends, another thing that we need to pay attention to is we need to show our spouses unwavering commitment to the relationship. Be committed to your spouse. When things are going well, beautiful, celebrate. When things are not going well, be available. Be the shoulder to lean on. Be the help. Be the strong support network of your spouse. In that way, you will show that you're indeed somebody that can be trusted. You will show that indeed you're somebody that is bringing and adding value to your partner. And in that way, you'll be able to help and improve and cause your relationship and your marriage to thrive and prosper. Friends, I also want to encourage us to be grateful. Be grateful with the things that your spouse does for you. Be grateful with the sacrifices that they make. Be grateful with everything that they present to you as a spouse. Show gratitude. When you show gratitude, you encourage your spouse to continue doing what they are doing. You give them the energy. You give them the zeal to do much more for you because they know that you appreciate every initiative, every sacrifice that they are making for you. Friends, as I conclude, I want to draw attention to an aspect that they call value for money audits, which happens within organizations, within governments, within local governments, within corporate bodies. Usually this is done in order to assess the viability of a certain venture, a certain program that they initiated. And so usually the corporate bodies want to know, was it worth the investment? Did this initiative promote our brand? Did it meet the purpose for which we started it? And so if corporate bodies can do value for money audits in order to establish viability of what they have engaged themselves in, friends, I want to challenge us. If your spouse were to do a value for money audit on you, what would they discover? What will be the findings? Will they be glad that they actually ventured into this relationship? Will they be proud? Will they say, yes, it was indeed worth it entering a relationship with this person? Or they would be desiring to bolt out of the relationship? Friends, I also want to draw our attention to the time when we first graduated from the universities and we got out and we're so excited to get those jobs. And we used our degrees to get our first jobs. Friends, immediately we entered the job markets. Those degrees, we had to enhance them. We had to upskill ourselves. We had to learn new things within the work environment to help us move higher in the lines of the organization. Friends, if we could do that for our jobs, if we keep upskilling ourselves while we are still employed, if we keep improving ourselves and learning new things in order to help us to thrive and prosper within our jobs, how much more should we do this within our families? Like they say, what brought you here will not take you there. What brought you here will not move you forward. And so, friends, I challenge all of us, let's keep learning, let's keep improving, let's keep making ourselves better, let's bring more value, let's learn new things that are going to move our families forward and that will help us to use our families to transform our societies. Thank you, friends, for listening in. Thank you for loving our channel. Thank you for being a part of this powerful network. God bless you as we reach our society through the family. Goodbye.